Certain watches deliver finishing quality, design sophistication, and wrist presence so compelling that revealing their sub-$1,000 prices triggers genuine disbelief. Through exceptional execution and attention to detail, these timepieces create visual and tactile impressions typically associated with watches costing 5 to 10 times more. These 10 watches consistently surprise observers who assume luxury pricing based on appearance, proving that perceived value can dramatically exceed actual cost when manufacturers prioritize quality over markup cues. Number 10, Orient Kamasu. Nobody believes the Orient Kamasu costs $200 when they examine its sapphire crystal and ceramic bezel premium materials that luxury brands use to justify $1,000 premiums. This dive watch features in-house automatic movement, 200-meter ISO-compliant water resistance, and solid bracelet with push-button deployment, creating impression of piece costing thousands. What triggers disbelief is the material quality. Sapphire crystal represents scratch-resistant premium specification that casual observers associate with luxury pricing, yet Orient includes it at $200 alongside ceramic bezel insert. When people learn the actual price after examining the watch, their most common response is questioning whether it's genuine or knockoff because the build quality seems impossible at this cost. The combination brushing and polishing on case demonstrates finishing attention typically reserved for expensive pieces, and the smooth bezel action with 120 clicks feels premium. Watch enthusiasts report strangers approaching them about their nice dive watch and expressing shock bordering on disbelief when learning it costs $200. Many refuse to believe the price, claiming it must be sale price from originally higher MSRP. Number 9, Casio Oceanus OCW S100. Nobody believes the Casio Oceanus OCW S100 costs $600 when they discover it uses Salaz polishing, the identical premium technique that Swiss luxury brands charge thousands for. This refined titanium watch features full titanium construction, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and atomic timekeeping, creating impression of luxury piece. What triggers disbelief is the finishing technique revelation. When watch enthusiasts learn that Oceanus applies actual Salaz polishing at $600, they question whether Casio is selling at loss because luxury brands charge $8,000 for identical technique application. The mirror flat surfaces and careful polishing throughout create visual quality that strangers associate with premium Swiss pieces. People examining the watch closely report being convinced it's luxury brand until seeing Casio name, then experiencing cognitive dissonance between observed quality and brand expectations. The titanium construction adds perceived value through lightness and premium feel. Watch collectors report that revealing Oceanus pricing at $600 after someone admires the finishing quality triggers responses ranging from skepticism to outright denial. People refuse to believe premium finishing techniques can be applied this affordably. Number 8, Seiko Alpinist SPB 121. Nobody believes the Seiko Alpinist SPB 121 costs $600 when they learn it has 70-hour power reserve specification matching newest Rolex movements that cost 15 times more. This distinctive field watch features extended power reserve, 200-meter water resistance, internal compass bezel, and sapphire crystal, creating impression of premium piece. What triggers disbelief is the power reserve specification. When people discover that affordable Seiko offers 70 hours matching latest Rolex technology, they question whether specification is accurate because extended power reserve represents modern advancement luxury brands market as justification for premium pricing. The distinctive green dial and cathedral hands create memorable aesthetic that suggests thoughtful design investment beyond typical price point. Watch enthusiasts examining the Alpinist report surprised at specification sheet revealing 70-hour reserve, assuming initially it's standard 38-42 hours typical of affordable automatics. The sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating adds perceived premium quality. People consistently guess the Alpinist costs $2,000 to $3,000 based on specification, sophistication, and distinctive design, making $600 reveal trigger disbelief. Number 7, Citizen Attesa AT8185. There's ici. So nobody believes the Citizen Attesa costs $700 when they feel its super titanium construction material 5 times harder than steel that luxury brands charge thousands for. This refined watch features atomic timekeeping, perpetual calendar, sapphire crystal, and eco-drive solar power, creating an impression of luxury technology piece. What triggers disbelief is the super titanium revelation. When people learn that affordable Citizen uses advanced titanium alloy, harder and lighter than luxury steel watches, they question material authenticity because observers associate premium titanium with $1,000 minimum pricing. The atomic timekeeping, maintaining perfect accuracy, impresses knowledgeable enthusiasts who recognize technology superiority. Watch collectors examining Attesa report being convinced it's luxury brand based on weight and material feel, then experiencing shock discovering Citizen can deliver super titanium at $700. The perpetual calendar through 2100 adds specification, sophistication. People consistently guess the watch costs $3,000 to $5,000 based on material quality and technology features, making $700 reveals seem unbelievable. The sapphire crystal clarity and anti-reflective coating suggest optical quality investment. Number 6, Seiko Presage Cocktail Time SRPB41. Nobody believes the Seiko Presage Cocktail Time costs $400 when they examine its sunburst dial finishing depth and complexity, rivaling haute horology pieces costing 10 times more. This elegant dress watch features mesmerizing blue dial created through multiple lacquer applications, automatic movement, exhibition caseback, and applied indices, creating impression of luxury dress piece. What triggers disbelief is the dial execution quality. When people examine the dial closely under changing light and discover three-dimensional depth that photographs cannot capture, they refuse to believe it cost only $400 because this finishing quality represents artisanal technique luxury brands charge thousands for. The sunburst effect changes dramatically as light shifts, creating visual drama suggesting significant craftsmanship investment. Watch enthusiasts report strangers approaching to compliment the beautiful dial, then expressing genuine shock and disbelief when learning $400 cost. The exhibition caseback showing decorated automatic movement adds perceived sophistication. People consistently guess the cocktail time costs $2,000 to $4,000 based on dial quality alone, making $400 reveal trigger accusations of exaggeration or sale pricing. Number 5, Seiko Presage Sharp Edge GMT SPB19. Nobody believes the Seiko Presage Sharp Edged GMT costs $1,300 when they examine its Zaratsu polishing mirror flat surfaces and razor-sharp edges that match Grand Seiko finishing standards. This angular GMT watch features faceted case design, sapphire crystal, GMT complication, and comprehensive Zaratsu finishing, creating impression of luxury manufacture piece. What triggers disbelief is the finishing quality discovery when watch enthusiasts examine case edges under magnification and discover actual Zaratsu polishing, creating distortion-free mirrors and surgically sharp edges. They refuse to believe $1,300 because this finishing represents technique luxury brands charge $5,000 minimum for. The sharp edge case design catches light continuously, creating visual drama suggesting haute horology attention. Collectors examining the SPB 219 report being convinced it's Grand Seiko based on finishing quality, then experiencing genuine surprise, discovering its regular presage priced dramatically lower. Number 4, Seiko Prospex SPB 143. Nobody believes the Seiko Prospex SPB 143 costs $1,200 when they learn its specifications match Rolex Submariner 70-hour power reserve, ceramic bezel, sapphire crystal, and 200-meter water resistance. So this vintage-inspired dive watch features box-shaped crystal, thoughtful proportions, and quality bracelet, creating impression of luxury reissue. What triggers disbelief is the specification parity revelation when people discover that affordable Seiko matches current Submariner power reserve materials and water resistance. They refuse to believe $1,200 because specification equality suggests pricing should be similar rather than tenfold difference. The ceramic bezel insert represents premium material that luxury brands market as justification for higher pricing. Watch enthusiasts examining SPB 143 report being told repeatedly it looks expensive, with guesses ranging from $3,000 to $5,000. Like, the vintage proportions and box-shaped crystal create aesthetics suggesting collectible reissue positioning. People learning the specifications match Submariner while costing 1/10 express disbelief that specification parity doesn't require pricing parity, questioning what justifies Rolex's premium if specs match. The solid bracelet with diver's extension suggests quality construction investment. Number 3, Seiko Presage Enamel SPB 0699. Nobody believes the Seiko Presage enamel costs $1,500 when they discover it has genuine enamel dial artisanal technique that luxury brands charge $15,000 for. This elegant dress watch features pure white enamel created through multiple firings, blued hands, power reserve indicator, and exhibition caseback, creating impression of haute complications piece. What triggers disbelief is the enamel technique confirmation. When people learn that Presage uses actual traditional enamel rather than painted imitation, they refuse to believe $1,500 because genuine enamel represents labor-intensive artisanal craft that Swiss brands claim justifies five-figure pricing. So the enamel's luminous depth and subtle variations proving authenticity create visual quality suggesting significant investment. Watch collectors examining the dial closely report being convinced it's Jaeger-LeCoultre or similar luxury brand based on enamel quality, then experiencing shock discovering Seiko pricing. The blued hands against white enamel create classical aesthetics suggesting heritage manufacture. People consistently guess the watch costs $8,000 to $12,000 based on enamel dial alone, making $1,500 reveal trigger accusations that it must be inferior enamel or compromised quality. Number 2, Grand Seiko Heritage SBGR 2 size Fame 5-1. Nobody believes the Grand Seiko Heritage SBGR 251 costs $4,000 when they examine its comprehensive Zaratsu polishing finishing quality, demonstrably exceeding Rolex while costing less than entry-level crown pieces. This hand-wound dress watch features razor-sharp case edges, distortion-free mirror surfaces, subtle dial texture, and beautifully decorated movement, creating impression of ultra-luxury manufacture. What triggers disbelief is the finishing quality comparison. When watch enthusiasts examine SBGR 251 beside Rolex pieces costing double and discover Grand Seiko finishing objectively exceeds Swiss standards through sharper edges and flatter surfaces. They refuse to believe $4,000 because superior finishing should command premium pricing in luxury paradigm. The hand-wound 9S64 movement with 72-hour reserve adds sophisticated complication. Collectors report that casual observers consistently guess $8,000 to $12,000 based on finishing quality and movement sophistication. The exhibition caseback showcasing decorated caliber suggests haute horology positioning. Watch forum discussions feature members expressing disbelief that comprehensive Zaratsu finishing throughout exists at $4,000 when partial application on luxury pieces costs double. So, number 1, Grand Seiko Spring Drive SBGA 211. Nobody believes the Grand Seiko Spring Drive SBGA 211 costs $6,500 when they experience its gliding seconds hand and discover Zaratsu finishing exceeding Swiss luxury standards, comprehensive excellence, creating impression of ultra-luxury piece costing double. This masterpiece features spring drive movement, snowflake dial texture, titanium construction, and razor-sharp Zaratsu polishing, creating impression of haute horology manufacture. What triggers absolute disbelief is the comprehensive quality discovery when people watch the mesmerizing gliding seconds hand suggesting advanced complications, examine Zaratsu finishing objectively exceeding Rolex standards, and feel lightweight titanium construction. They refuse to believe $6,500 because this quality package represents ultra-luxury execution, that conditioning suggests requires 5-figure minimum pricing. The spring drive technology that casual observers cannot identify creates impression of expensive complications. Watch enthusiasts report that revealing SBG A2 alarm pricing triggers genuine arguments, with observers insisting the price must be wrong because comprehensive quality across movement technology, finishing execution, dial artistry, and material sophistication simply cannot exist at this cost in their luxury-conditioned understanding. The Snowflake dial's three-dimensional texture creates depth suggesting artisanal investment,